The Jacob Media Sports Network, in partnership with 97.3 ESPN, brings you the Mays and Eytan Show.
Middays with Harry Mays and Eytan Shander.
Now, it's the Midday Show with Harry Mays and Eytan Shander on 97.3 ESPN Radio.
Well, we told you, at least I did. I tried to tell you. Somebody on the text board told you as well. You were all dialed in and sniffing that start that you got 2 nights ago. And last night, here we go, back to reality.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured it would. I kind of figured they would. I mean, he gave you 5 innings. He wasn't horrible.
Well,
but the Pen, they come in there. What were they? Ranger Suarez, Blake Parker, who I've never heard of. Eflin even gave up a home run late. I mean, they gave up 3 home runs. And the teams that hit home runs usually win games. I kind of figured they were going to lose last night.
Well, you kind of knew it.
Yeah.
But in more traditional disappointing fashion, that's been the nature of the Philadelphia Phillies. You look at how inept they've been, lifeless with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, I know, because they did get a lot of hits last night.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The amount of hits that they got, they could not transfer in over to runs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That when they don't hit home runs, in bunches, they usually don't score a lot of runs.
No.
That's pretty much it. And I know, Dickinson, he had a nice game. Segura, Hazley had a couple of hits, which you like to see from a young player.
But this team's trash. Let's be honest. I mean, the only thing that's keeping that argument contrary is the fact that they're in some mediocre second wild card.
The Cardinals lost last night.
Yeah.
So. And the Mets win again.
Well, the Mets are a different story.
What is going on?
That's my point, is that the Mets are a different story, but the Phillies are just a trash baseball team as a whole.
Well,
they're just not a good baseball team.
They're a trash baseball team, in your view, that's still in the mix for a playoff.
No.
So,
one game wild card where you backdoor into it. I'd rather listen to Cody Kessler talk about what is expected from him Thursday night and this John Facenda thing you've been working on for the last 30 minutes. And I hate to burst your bubble, one of the most overhyped episodes I think I've ever seen of that show.
Oh, it was a great episode.
Oh, my God.
You don't like anything.
No, I just don't like what's current. Like I don't like what's in front of me. I don't like the fact that I have to look and talk about the Philadelphia Phillies.
Nobody's making you.
Okay. Well,
I'm not forcing you.
That's fair.
I'm just saying that people that listen to this show, a portion
are probably
are
expecting
watching the game.
And I have to begrudgingly accept that.
Oh, man. What a cross to bear.
Well, this team is atrocious.
The only person more angry than you in this room isn't even a person. It's your dog.
Yeah,
because he's sitting over there with a plastic tube around his freaking neck, and he's got incisions all over him, and he's really angry.
Yeah, he's not happy.
He's all hopped up on meds. He's
taking more medication right now than Mel Gibson.
He's like a hoople head.
Yeah.
From
Did they
Deadwood.
Did they have some crazy hats?
Yeah, he's looking for some heroin.
Yeah, seriously, he's looking for anything right now to keep him
down. He's trying to hang his head out the window with this stupid collar on.
This guy right here he's about to break through the window.
Yeah, he might. He might just jump out of here and end it all.
At this point, I don't even know what to expect. I have no idea. Like, he's not going to bark, but at some point I might just have to my day might just be interrupted. Who knows what he's going to do?
Yeah, he's very unpredictable today.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Unpredictable, unlike the Philadelphia
Phillies.
Right,
I knew you were going there.
Boy,
I just put that on a tee for you.
Seriously.
That was like a Titleist Pro V1 just sitting there on a nice first tee, nice and flat, and you got a driver in your hand.
Whacked
You're
it right
Cleveland
there.
driver.
I appreciate that. Which, mind you, I could not hit was it 2 weekends ago up in the mountains, except for one hole in which it went, and we measured it, 260.
Oh, wow.
So everything else was awful, sliced. I could not hit the ball. The one drive that I hit was pretty good. So I'm going to keep that driver, if that's all right with you. I'm going to keep it around here for a little bit.
Well, I told you, just take some lessons and learn how to hit them.
I actually need to cut that club down a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't get it fitted.
Okay. Well, I usually take about an inch and a half off the shaft of my drivers anyway.
Anytime you get it?
They come 45 and a half inches usually, which is
That's too short or too long.
No, because everybody wants the longer the shaft, if you can hit it, the ball will go farther. That's the whole point.
But aren't you more out with your hands?
Well, I want to control the driver as much as possible.
Yeah.
So an inch and a half off the shaft, an inch or an inch and a half, usually helps me keep the thing in the fairway.
Okay.
So that's my intention.
So I could choke up on a longer shaft.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And get more control on the ball.
Correct.
See, I got more out of that last 90 seconds of conversation than I've gotten any insight from you, from me, from Bob from Crossing Broad, from Tony Bruno, both guys who are going to join us today, and anybody else who's talking about this team, because it's the same damn crap. Now, Bob has numbers, and I've watched and I read Bob's recap, and he's going to join us at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So at least we'll get some numbers that'll surround and accompany the misery here. I know you always come with a couple as well.
Yeah, well, I don't
know if Tony's going to want to talk about this team or
no, probably not.
Well,
I mean, I know he's watching them, though. I can guarantee you that.
Well, watching them and wanting to talk about them the next day are two different things,
two different
right?
things. Yeah,
this is my life right now. Where I'd
they
rather
could be mutually exclusive. Watching the team and then talking about the team.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, I'm getting tagged already
on
these Twitter videos.
Oh, yeah, of Markelle Fultz.
Now, can we table that for a minute?
Just gag me.
Okay, can we table that just for a minute? All right. Now, I also found a guy who we might want to see if he can join the Phillies, because, you don't – they haven't declared their roster yet for the postseason, right?
Well, they got the call-ups September 1st,
right.
The minor league
So there's
guys.
Still some time left, right?
Or Mikael Franco might make his return.
How about this guy? He had a 100-mile-per-hour fastball with a samurai sword.
A samurai sword. Yeah. Oh, my God. Is that real?
That's
real. Or is that a video game?
No, that's real.
Because I never know today. The video games are so damn realistic, you never know. And it's coming out of Asia, so that's where they make all this stuff.
This is
right?
in Japan.
Yeah, that's where most of your samurais
right.
are.
Now, this guy is at some sort of batting cage, and you can see
he
lets a ball go in front of him, and that ball is clocked at 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, they got the radar gun.
Correct. That's the guy behind him.
Now, is this a pitching machine?
Yes.
Okay,
it's a pitching machine, right? Because baseball, right?
All right.
Plenty of pitching machines over there.
So and he's in like a robe. He almost looks like a Jedi or something.
Absolutely.
Right?
And he pulls, and that's another thing, too. This is like Oliphant out of
Deadwood.
Exactly, sorry. Where, he's waiting to pull. Like, he doesn't have the gun
out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, now did you tweet this so people can see what we're looking at?
No, I'm going to go ahead and tweet it right now.
You got to put that out there.
This is at Shander Show, where you can see this video here. I'll put it out here right now. And at Harry Mays to you as well. But this guy, I mean, maybe they can call him up for the Phillies.
That's pretty incredible.
I tell you what, if this guy was on the team, then I think you would be able to sell a lot more tickets than you are right now.
Oh, yeah?
Bryce Harper, Machi is his name.
Machi?
Yeah, Machi. Heisei Samurai, Isao Machi.
It's a pretty cool name.
It is. 160 kilometers down the middle. All right, so the Phillies embarrassed themselves, which we're used to.
Yeah.
Bullpen implodes, offense gets hits, but they are really brutal when it comes to runners in scoring position. You mentioned the Mets, who have won 9 of 10.
Well, they've won, I think, 12 of their last 13.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
At this point. Clearly,
the hottest team in baseball.
And if you even want to add the Nationals in there, the Phillies are just, it's amazing. And again, I point to the fool's gold that we continue to fall into, this trap of quicksand that we continue to fall into each day, which is that second wild card. Mm-hmm. That second wild card is like a treat that I hang over my dog to try to get him to walk into the apartment when he'd rather be out on a walk.
Right.
And it's like I can bribe and bribe. That's what baseball is doing. They're bribing you to the end, and then they give you this small treat, and it's like, all right, you eat it, you're hungry again in 5 minutes. For what? For who?
The Mets are only a game and a half behind the Phillies right now.
Yeah, this is crazy right now. No, that's what I
that
don't
is
believe. They were legit sellers at the market. Like they were legit trying to get rid of even Syndergaard. They had to pull back.
Yeah, but they got Stroman though.
Well, they did at one point, and I think you look at that more so as a precautionary move for next year.
Right, in case they lost Strom or
Wheeler/Syndergaard. Right,
the lose to free agents.
Exactly. It wasn't meant to hey, let's bolster the pitching rotation
for this year.
Yeah, so we can make a run at the wild card. It's just more of the same, man.
But it's amazing how when your front office makes a move or moves at the deadline versus when they don't do anything, like the Red Sox. Look at what has happened to the Red Sox since the deadline. They've been in a downward spiral and a collapse right now. The other guys in the clubhouse are looking around, hey, man, they didn't do anything. Like, either they believe in us or they don't believe that this is the year. You know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to pull ourselves out of this or they're retrenching for next season already. It can send mixed messages. Then when you get a team like the Mets, we're like, oh, my God, not only do we still have Thor on the team, but now we got Stroman in here. Let's go.
Yeah, there's a legit opportunity.
You kind of energize them.
No, I'm with you, man. And I think that's the difference with the life and energy that you referenced on the team, where the Phillies – it's like the Phillies even when they have some sense of offense, it just doesn't feel like there's much there. It doesn't feel like there's anything sustainable. So, yeah, I mean, guys are going to celebrate a hit, and rightfully so, and guys are going to celebrate a strikeout and scoring a run. And I'm not saying that they're dead when something happens, but I just feel like there's cautious optimism is probably putting it as nicely as possible, where it's almost like you're walking on eggshells. You get a win, and you know what's going to happen in the next 2 games. One of the next 2 games you're going to lose, and probably lose bad.
Well, I like this Dickerson acquisition, though. I mean, that guy's legit as a hitter.
Yeah,
I think that was a really good pickup, and they really didn't, give up hardly anything. It's like a player to be named and cash or something.
No,
I mean,
I like
Dicks. A great move.
I'm not hammering Dicks.
Right.
Yeah,
all you can really hope for here is a 1-game playoff, and hope that you can set up Nola for that game, which would give you a chance to win it, and then you're in a series and you extend your baseball season. That's really pretty much it.
Boy, I tell you. The bar is set so low, man.
But they got Vargas going today, and they're underdogs. Minus 140 are the Diamondbacks with Zach Gallen, not Pat Gallen.
No,
Zach Gallen, his older brother.
Yes, they are. They are related, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why Pat got into sports.
Is that right?
That's exactly right.
I did shows with Pat.
So did I.
He's one of 96 guys that I've worked with.
No, he's one of 3 guys that actually returns my text. Look at the difference.
The Phillies, off a loss in their have won 8 of their last 9 games off a loss.
8 of their last 9.
8 of their last 9 off a loss has turned out to be a win.
Now, but then what happens after those games, after those wins?
I'm not worried about that.
Well, that's a deeper. I'd like you to take the second level.
Maybe Bob from Crossing Broad will go second level.
Well, you need to prepare him if you're going to hit him up with that stat. Like, I don't think he has that right off the top of his head. He'd have to research that.
I bet he does.
Do you want to put money on it?
No, I don't want to put
$5?
Now, you just snapped a picture of the Hound, who's now, again, on the move.
Yeah, he's not happy.
You got to put that up. Have you posted any pictures?
Of him?
The collar? Yeah.
No, the only pictures...
He doesn't know where to put his head.
Exactly. It's really difficult. The only pictures I posted were from the weekend.
I can't imagine having to sleep with that thing around your neck. You should put it on and go to bed, try to sleep.
So you think there's a way that, like... You know how guys do that, where they try to empathize and sympathize with the pregnancy, like what women are going through?
Yeah. How do they go about doing that?
I don't know.
Or do they put a pillow under their shirt and try to sleep? I mean,
maybe.
What's going on?
Maybe. Right? Like, maybe they try to put one of those bodysuits on to feel like what it's like to add weight and heat and to be hot. And maybe, they turn the heat up to 90 degrees in their apartment. I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but I know that mentality exists of somebody trying to empathize. So you're saying, I don't feel like I need to empathize or connect with him. I feel like I feel pretty bad for him right now. So you got to snap
that picture right there. That's a great picture. Yeah.
I just put the one I just put up, though.
Yeah, but this one's really good, too.
That one's better?
Yeah, you could just see. It looks like his head is stuck in a pipe.
Yeah. It does. Like he tried to get it out.
Yeah. He tried to go get something, and then he stuck his head in there. Now he can't get it out.
Unbelievable.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, me too, man.
I do. I watched Hard Knocks this morning. And I thought it was awesome. Like, the opening scene,
dude,
got me.
Come on.
All right? I'm in on this.
All right. How many like John Gruden?
He was great.
Is full. Yeah, but it's just the same. How many recycled platitudes do you need? It's just the same.
I know.
You know what it is? It's the same poll question that you see thrown on social media by people often.
Polling the fans about juice for a team.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, we're not here. I mean, do we have any of this audio?
I don't know if Josh was able to get it.
Okay.
But his opening monologue to his team in the meeting room. Yeah,
all right, let's get this.
It was great, and then they followed it up with the John Facenda 1974 NFL films. The Autumn is a Pirate.
Before we listen to this real quick, right?
The Autumn Wind.
Did you notice how much recycled and old stuff was in this?
Yes.
And how little
and
new
I
stuff?
loved it.
Okay, but that's the point. They don't have any content. They don't have any content on this show.
New stuff. I mean,
40% of the show was new, Harry. Abrams was fun to watch.
Oh, he was great.
That's it.
He's great.
And then you are just in love with this Gruden guy.
I love it.
Oh, my God.
I just love it.
This is Doug Collins all over again.
No, it's not.
Collins all over
I don't
again.
care if they succeed or not.
They're going to win 4 games.
I'm just saying it was entertaining.
Okay, here he goes.
Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? I got a dream of winning a Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in a Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into nightmares. You guys with me on that? We're not trying to go to the Peach Bowl. We're not trying to go to the Gator Bowl or the Bluebonnet Bowl. We're trying to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God. How many platitudes were in there? Over, under 3.5. I'll take the over.
I'm not into dreams. I'm into effing nightmares.
Now, was that a shot at the Eagles with dreams and nightmares? We react.
No, Dream Team. Yeah.
Well, no. Meek Mill's song Dreams and Nightmares is the theme song for the Eagles Super Bowl championship.
Oh, jeez.
I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into nightmares.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a shot right across the bow at Meek Mill and the Philadelphia Eagles fan base.
Okay.
And you're supporting this guy.
That's fine with me.
Unbelievable.
Okay, I'm into nightmares.
And then they followed it up with the Fazenda, Autumn Wind, which I can't get enough of that.
Well, yeah, okay, I'm with you.
I love that stuff.
Like, that's one of the few times where
I
you
geek
can probably
out.
okay, I'm with you. I'll geek out on Fazenda NFL Films. You can put that on right now. I don't care which one
I
it
have
is.
the CD.
Even the funny one, right, where it's like the lineman, the fat lineman, and they have that funny-sounding Sam Spence music.
Oh, when they do, like, the bloopers
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah. You know, one of those? Like, okay, I'm all right with that.
That's great. They even had John Madden in this episode.
Unbelievable
From
how much they had to
2000.
repurpose.
With the 7-man sled.
Oh, my.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Like anybody's still using that same sled.
They are. The Raiders are. Yes, they are.
Blustering in from sea,
Get the
with
hell
a
out of here.
rollicking song, he sweeps along.
If this is what you need to sell me Hard Knocks on a 4-win team, my God.
You hate everything.
That's not true.
You don't derive any kind of enjoyment out of anything.
That's not
and
true.
I don't even think you care. I just think you want to argue.
No, the episode, it was I'm giving you facts. 40% recycled crap. John Gruden, I was going to say Madden.
Who's doing percentages of what was recycled and what was new?
I'm telling you,
Only
man.
you.
No, go
How
on.
about that Ronald Ollie guy that was in that Last Chance U?
Yeah, I'd rather watch Kevin Ollie.
Defensive lineman. He got cut.
You know, that coach got fired.
Yes, he did. From UConn.
Right. No, not Kevin Ollie. I'm talking about the coach from Last Chance U.
Oh, well, Kevin Ollie got fired, too.
I know, but that was just a quick little
I
aside.
never watched Last Chance U.
Yeah, that guy got fired, and that player, you're right, got cut. It's not a good moment.
Your boy Guy Fieri was in the episode. He's a big Raiders fan.
That made me hate it.
Who
even
was this
more.
rapper? Jeezy or Jeezy or whatever?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Done with these people.
It was like G-Easy.
Yeah.
Is it Jeezy
No.
or is it G-Easy?
G-Easy.
Okay, well, he was there.
Yeah, we're out. I'm out on these guys.
Me, Myself, and I think is his big hit. Is that right?
No, that's De La Soul. If anything, he repurposed
Well, he
and stole it.
repurposed. He must have. Yeah.
Well, that's what that's
what they do.
Guy Fieri's out here repurposing poor man's cooking shows, and you got G-Eazy out here repurposing De La Soul. You got John Gruden repurposing John Madden. The whole damn thing is repurposed.
Right. The Raiders are trying to repurpose the 70s.
Oh, my
They're trying
God.
to go back to the 70s, and they're like the Flyers.
All right, I tell you what, I'll reserve judgment until next week.
They have a 7-man sled, man.
No way they're using that.
Yes, they were.
No way they're using that outside of the purposes of Hard Knocks.
Okay.
Hey, man, I tell you what, man, when HBO comes in, we'll use that
We're getting out the 7-man sled,
I tell
man.
you what, man, we'll have that 7-man sled, man. I tell you what. Yeah, just play this for 60 minutes.
Yes.
How about that?
I'm good with that.
I'm okay with it, too. I mean, it might as well just turn it into an NFL film.
I mean, I think Gil is going to break down Markel Fulton's
Jesus.
shot for 4 hours, right?
We can't. Can we at least save that till 12:30?
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
At Shander Show, at Harry Mays to you.
Dude, I was on this morning in Nashville.
Nick
okay,
Kale.
talking Eagles and Titans.
I'm good with it.
And I'm going through, I'm doing some notes, because I never know where they're going to go with me. So I'm writing down all the things that the Eagles have done and all they got. I got so pumped up. And I'm not pumped up for a preseason game, but just I can't wait until the season starts.
Yeah, and I think the perfect encapsulation of that, if I can use that term to describe what just happened,
All right.
is you geeking out over what is perceived to be modern John Gruden, but really just your love for Al and the front office and what was. That's what this is. Okay,
I've
so
been to the black hole.
this
man.
is why I'm frustrated with you, is because I just fought people for like 2.5, 3 weeks on this whole Stranger Things front.
Okay.
About how the show is really just people who are nostalgic about the 80s and then like a secondary story that's somewhat cool.
I get nostalgic about sports.
Well,
I do.
You know, I hate it.
With the NBA, I go back to the 80s,
Different.
the great decade that was, and,
wait, certain stuff, it's not nostalgia as a whole that's out. Certain stuff deserves nostalgia.
Right.
But when you're talking about masking a team that's going to win 4 games with this and Madden,
I don't know that they're going to.
He says, "Get your fat butt back on the sideline," and he does. Remember that?
That was an NFL film.
Yeah, it was. We got to find that on John Madden, man. Unbelievable. 609-403-0973. You are right on that, though, 100%.
Yes.
In which the old NFL film stuff, a lot of it with the Raiders, right, was just magnificent.
Yes.
Stuff that will never, ever be duplicated.
I mean, that's a big part of why I'm such a football geek now as an older guy.
Yeah.
Was being a kid,
yeah,
taking all that in. I couldn't consume enough of it.
No, you're right.
Running around in my little footy pajamas and stuff, just, sitting 3 feet from the television just with my, mouth agape like, wow, look at that.
Locked to it.
It was locked in, man.
Because, here's another thing, too, is that you weren't inundated with it nonstop.
No,
like Twitter,
it was like once a week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you would really get that.
It was a show I looked forward to every weekend, and it was like a half hour or an hour. It might not even been an hour.
No, I think it was a half hour.
Probably a half-hour show.
609-403-0973. To open the show, calling the Phillies our trash baseball team in the first week in August is ridiculous. Stop being such an emotional drama queen. Gene from Cape May Courthouse.
See? Good job, Gene. You're right.
Yeah, but Gene's also either an idiot or he has very zero
He's
level.
Not an idiot.
Well, I'm asking.
He's a baseball fan.
No, I'm asking. I don't know. He's either an idiot or he has very little retention when it comes to the programs he's listening to, because it's not like I've come out and said the Phillies are great, the Phillies going to win something, and then shifted. I've been saying this pretty consistently. In fact, you've still been waffling and moving the goalposts while I've been demanding that you draw a line in the sand.
Yeah.
So I've been consistent, if anything, about how I feel.
Yeah. Consistently a pain in the ass.
All right, well, then to jump in now and to cherry pick now because I came out after a loss now is completely ridiculous. That's my point. It's idiotic.
What are you going to do when Jason Vargas dazzles with his 86-mile-an-hour stuff tonight for 7 innings and the Phillies end up winning the game like 5-2?
I'm watching this show.
Oh, you're watching a cooking show?
Yeah.
Great. That actually looks pretty good.
609-403-0973.
Shrimp dish there.
There you go. Why don't you read this one since you were so happy with the other text? Why don't you read this one?
All right. This text comes in. They stink, God damn it. Now, see, I wish they would have signed that. I wanted to credit somebody there.
Well, our friend Gene, who, I'm just having fun with, of course, our friend Gene from Cape May Courthouse, that's what we love, is that we read every single text. It's not, or most text that we can see, especially if they don't come in, very fast.
Right.
But we read as many texts as we possibly can, especially those who sign it. That's no problem at all. That's some good Shaft knowledge here, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not Shaft the movie. We did not ask you about the movie Shaft and to dive into that. We just asked you about the actual shafting of a golf club.
Right. The original Shaft movie was great. Now, I know they've remade it like a couple of times. I haven't seen those.
Right.
But the original from the 70s, that was great.
Correct.
And the music was really good.
It was unmatched.
Like, isn't that Curtis Mayfield? Wasn't he the guy? Or was it Isaac Hayes?
Yeah.
But Isaac Hayes and Curtis Mayfield were very similar back in the day. I love that music. That stuff is great.
All right, also on the text board, this midday show is trash. 2 idiots talking about TV shows fit middle-aged woman.
What?
I'm reading it verbatim.
A fit middle-aged woman? I like a fit
Two idiots
middle-aged
talking
woman.
about TV shows fit middle-aged woman.
Okay, thanks for listening.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I tried to get it out there and see what it is.
I don't know.
Like a struggling addict, the Phillies relapse. Even with the help offered to them in 15 hits, Arizona trying to help with 3 errors. It's not enough. They are addicted. Can't get off that disappointment. Dan Schwartz weighing in on the text board.
See, he's dialed in every night.
Yeah, but he's also like, you could tell that he's really dialed into the whole like kicking and relapse and being sober now, because every analogy is about relapse and addiction. This guy's been sober for over a month. Yeah.
And he probably liked that Shaft discussion as well, too.
Yes. There is something sustainable, and it is very evident. Gabe Kapler positivity.